Wingman Joker, thank you for listening to this channel and please support the channel. Please subscribe. Chapter 06, Democracy. Adrian, why didn't you come to the hotel for your shift this afternoon? Someone asked as soon as Adrian walked in through the door. It was his foster father, Logan, who seemed to have also just arrived. His tone was harsh, yet signs of relief could be heard in his voice. Well, slept in class and no one woke me up, Adrian said, scratching his head after taking off his sneakers. He just remembered that nowadays he did some part-time job in a hotel that belonged to his father and Logan was the head manager there. It was clearly an excuse by his parents to give him some pocket money and keep an eye on him at the same time. Idiot, one girl curled in disdain from the back. Her name was Crystal and she was Logan's daughter and Adiran's nominal childhood sweetheart. She was sitting at the dining table with her cheap mother and they seemed to have ordered some pizza. Yes, this world had pizza too. They called it a magical pizza despite there being nothing magical about it. Or could there be? Adrian was not sure. Crystal, watch your words, Logan scolded angrily, making the girl look away. Logan never truly revealed Adrian's real identity to his family. For them, he was just the son of Logan's old friend from his days in the army. He was supposed to live with them until he finished high school as his father was busy fighting monsters overseas. For Adrian, it was pretty obvious that Logan had the intention to set both of them up to be lovers. Crystal was not against it 4 years ago when they first met, as Adrian was the most handsome guy she ever met. But now, after she entered an authentic magical school and managed to construct her second magical circle, she was no longer content with marrying this poor young man, as she had legions of handsome talented young men trying to sway her at school every day. Sure, Adrian may be more handsome than all of them combined, but him, being a null, was something that turned her off. Unlike her, he had no future. That was unless he worked in a male brothel or something like that. She would make sure to go give him a visit if he ever did. Sorry, Adrian, you know how girls are, Logan said, trying to ease the situation. Totally unaware of his daughter's vulgar thoughts. It is okay, Adrian wasn't upset. In a certain R-rated world, he had his fill courting all the girls he wanted, so he was not about to be enchanted by some immature brat who didn't even reach a 65/100 on his beauty scale. I have some homework to do, so I will be in my room, he said as he turned to leave. His head was beginning to be filled with some very stupid thoughts, so he needed to quickly escape before he said anything stupid. Don't you want to have dinner? Logan asked worriedly. No thanks, Uncle, Adrian said as he hurried upstairs. The room Logan chose for him was in the attic. Although it was a little isolated, it was perfect for a teenager who wanted some privacy. Logan, seriously, I don't understand why you care for this idiot this much. Logan's wife sighed, not caring to wait for Adrian to have completely left. Agatha, Logan scolded, Adrian is the son of my best friend. That man saved my life more than once, and I couldn't have been able to settle down and build this family without his help. You keep repeating that like a magical parrot. Agatha sighed. It is just that Crystal is getting more and more pretty as she grows older, and I am getting worried for her safety with a young man like that in the house, she said as his stupid daughter nodded. She couldn't bring her friends home with Adrian here. Agatha, Logan flared again. Adrian is a null while Crystal is a second-rank magician. Do you seriously think he would be able to harm her? Logan stated. And even if he did, it would be her lucky day, he trailed off under his breath. It's a good thing his wife didn't hear that last part. Ellipsis. Adrian didn't care. He entered his plain-looking room and then threw himself onto his bed. His head was really about to burst. Damn it, the moment he began to think about what to do next, his brain got filled with all kinds of ideas. Some good ones and a lot of bad others that would make him end up being burned at the stake. His soul fragments were causing trouble again. He really needed to sort things out. Slowly sitting up, he sat in a meditative lotus position and began to take deep breaths. It was clear that the current situation would never work. The 115 soul fragments that returned to him had each developed their separate individual personality and ideas in the other worlds. They would never truly merge back without a lot of time and effort. It was not that the soul fragments were acting independently, but their memories and principles were conflicting, causing his thought process to be too chaotic. His brain was buzzing with different thoughts and ideas every time he tried to make a choice. That's what happened earlier in the day when the teacher questioned him and when Sophie tried to make a conversation. If he wanted to keep his sanity, he needed to slowly learn to rein in his thoughts. A solution occurred to him almost immediately. It was to set definite goals and work toward them. A goal was a good thing to align things up and give his soul fragments time to fuse. That's what the memories from one of his souls who was a master of psychology in a world of psychopaths told him. And when everything else failed and the fragments couldn't agree, history had proven that democracy was the way. Yes, democracy. Adrian slowly took a deep breath, deciding to start setting his goals. First goal: manage to pass the assessment and regain all his wealth. This was a clear goal that he knew would work. As he thought about it, his mind began to buzz with ideas. His soul fragments began to argue. Vote, he told himself. All in favor. Goal set. It worked as he began to feel his mind getting clearer. Continue then. Ellipsis. Second goal: investigate whoever set him up before and WHO poisoned him. Soul fragments voted. 45 in favor, 10 against, 60 in favor of making them live a life worse than hell. He will have to look at that on a case-by-case basis, it seemed. He didn't expect a 100% approval, but this was very good for now. His mind slowly felt more refreshed. Ellipsis. Third goal: research a more powerful magic using all the new knowledge he had got. Soul fragments votes, all in favor. Goal set. Perfect. Ellipsis. Fourth goal: live in luxury and enjoy your time in this life. Soul fragments voted, 0.108 in favor, 7 against, they wanted him to take life more seriously. Too bad they were the minority. Goal set. He will work hard a little bit though, just a teeny tiny bit when cutting the heads, arms, and legs of those who wanted to harm him. Ellipsis. Fifth goal: create a harem. Why did he think of that? No idea, but it was too late to retract it as it was now on the table. The soul fragments voted, 91 in favor, 23 against, 1 in favor only if the harem was composed of lowlies. Goal set. One soul fragment was now grounded. It was ordered to face the wall and reflect for the next year. Ellipsis. Sixth goal: world domination, again with some unrealistic goals. The soul fragments voted, 30 in favor, 30 against, 94 not sure, 1 couldn't vote as it was grounded facing the wall. He would have to wait and see for this one. It seemed like most of his soul fragments just wanted to take it easy and relax. Anyway, with that, he decided to stop for the moment. If he continued, he knew that his goals would get more and more absurd. Anyway, with everything finished, he could feel it as his thoughts began to work in sync. Many things began to become clear in his mind. Focus on the present, he told himself, slapping his cheeks to stay awake as he sat up, grabbed the paper bag he bought from the medicine store, and opened it. Inside, there was a bottle of mana water and a few tightly packed small herbs packages. He quickly uncapped the bottle and then emptied the packages inside of it. Closing it, he began to shake it. Yes, creating the antidote for the abyss python grass poison was this simple for him, as most of it had already been expelled. Making sure all the ingredients were mixed well, indicated by the water turning yellowish-green, he uncapped the bottle and then drank it all in one go before quickly sitting on his bed in a meditative pose. Taking a deep breath as he inspected his body, he started to make the mana that was now surging through his body move in certain orbits. This was the crucial step in curing this poison, as without this mana manipulation technique, the herbs he took would not be able to do anything. He was making sure that the medicine-infused mana was circulating his entire body. The process took 2 hours, after which, Adrian jumped and ran to the restroom, bumping into Crystal, who just finished taking her night shower. "Kya, Adrian, you pervert bastard," the girl screamed as he, accidentally, grabbed her towel as he fell backward.